In this episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, I check out the beautiful waters down at Maramec Springs. Then I go in search of a massive natural bridge down at Clifty Creek Natural Area. But my first stop took me to Onondaga Cave State Park, where I was going to check out a cavern and a couple other caves as well. So I'm here at Onondaga Cave State Park. I was going to do the cavern, but it's 7 o'clock here in the morning and they don't do their first tour till about 10:30. I really didn't feel like waiting. I got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm gonna do this little short trail they got here and then I'm gonna go on to Maramec Springs. Now I was originally gonna do this whole trail, but in the end, I wound up only doing a short portion of it. Seeing that the mosquitoes here are really bad and I wasn't wearing any bug repellent. So after a while, it got a bit annoying. Starting to hear some water flowing. Sounds like there might be a waterfall or a little dam or something interesting. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those waterfalls you can't see unless it's fall or wintertime when the leaves have come off the trees. But I really do think they should trim it back a little bit so you can enjoy this year round. You really couldn't get a good view of this waterfall here. On the other side, you can barely see it. Really too bad there wasn't another way to get down to that waterfall. At least see it better. Well, actually, I think I found a good spot here. Oh, probably the only good view. Other than that, I don't see any way of getting down there. It's all water. I guess if you had your canoe, you could get in there and check it out, but that water's pretty nasty looking. Here I go into the woods without my trekking pole to fight off spider webs again. Castle thing here. I don't know what it was used for. I guess this was a mill house at one point. I'm just gonna do the other side of this pond here real quick. See if there's anything cool. A lot of plant life growing on in there. Cave there, blocked up. And I learned that they do that because it actually goes into a cavern. It's not just a little cave. The dead ends, it goes into a cavern where somebody could really get lost for a long period of time. Anyways, I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna head on to Maramec Springs. I'm gonna just skip the cave tour. Do it another time. So I'm here on my next stop. This is Maramec Springs. This is really nice. A lot of people out here fishing. You can buy some food to feed the fish. Oh yeah, I think it's jam-packed with fish. There it is. So I finally decided to take the plunge. Literally. I stuck my iPhone in the water to practice some underwater photography. Feel like it came out pretty good for my first time. So it sounds like we got a little waterfall. It kind of starts off this first section here where the bridge is at. I'm gonna walk around to the front side here and get a better view. The fog in the morning is awesome looking. I mean, oh, there's another waterfall way down there in the back. See that? That fog is pretty awesome. I'm gonna cross the bridge here and see if I can't see this other waterfall a little bit better. my life right there. Spider webs everywhere. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit better here. A little fog. Very pretty. You got the pond here on one side with all the fish. And you got the river on the other side here. Which one of them has a big spring back there. And here we're gonna get right up on this waterfall here. More of a cascade. So I'm headed back around to the other side. There is a spring in the back where all this water's coming from. But the trail to get to it is on the other side of the pond. I didn't know that, but I'm glad I went this way first. There's one thing I'm glad about. I mean, there's a ton of spider webs here, but this morning dew sits on these spider webs and makes them absolutely gorgeous. But they're easier to see, so I've been able to avoid pretty much all of them so far, which is good, because yesterday I think I got about 19 to 20 of them in my face. Now, this section of the trail is obviously wheelchair accessible. It goes all the way around the spring, but the section I did with the waterfall, however, is not. I got a little bit of information here, daily flow. A lot. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's the bacteria in the water that causes this, but the closer you get to the spring, the bluer the water gets. And yes, it is that blue. Now, you can see the water bubbling up there in the middle, but it must not be hot, because there are fish swimming around in there, and it doesn't seem to bother them at all. Now here's a better spot of where the water's coming out of the ground. Kind of makes you wonder how deep that hole actually is. Now on the other side of the spring, there's a section that has these rock buildings that look like giant chimneys. Turns out there's some kind of forge of some sort. I'm gonna go over there, check it out, get my money's worth while I'm here. Not a lot of stairs, just a handful there. Get to the top. From up here, I do get a better view of this. Whatever. Those are the stairs I was just looking at there. Civil War history or what? Stovepipe there. Might fill off the top. Guess that's the oven there. Get up here. It just kind of gives you a different perspective of this. The sun is in the wrong spot at this time of day. You get a good shot on that. I paid for the place, I might as well see as much crap as I can before I leave. This is just probably another section of the forge building at one point. Not bad, it's cool. Now my last stop took me to a little town of Dixon, Missouri, where I was going to check out the natural bridge at Clifty Creek Natural Area. So I'm here at Clifty Creek Natural Area, and nobody's here. It looks like it's getting ready to rain. Pretty dark. I'm hoping that it does not rain. I can get through this, see this natural bridge before it happens. Trail seems pretty maintained, so it does look like people have probably gone through here often. Just not today. I've met up with a few spider webs already, but nothing like I did yesterday. It is still sprinkling a little bit. I can hear it, but it's not causing any problems at this time. So I did just check the weather app. It didn't say it's gonna rain, but it just looks like it. So ironically, 5 minutes after checking the app, it starts pouring down rain, which wasn't so bad because I was under the cover of the trees. I just thought it was a little funny. It wouldn't have been a Rob Christie hike if everything went as planned. You can hear it, the rain just started coming down pretty good. I can hear it through the trees, but still, it's not affecting me any. This part of the trail does kind of look a little overgrown, but still all right. Yeah, pretty grown off the top of it. This little ledge. Pay attention. Yeah, that's really cool. Looks like I finally got to the bottom, and I think I can see the bridge right in front of me. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty big. You can't see it right now, but it's actually pretty big bridge. I like it. That's where it came from, back in there. So the water's not. Usually there's water running through here. I mean, you can see a little bit. There's the creek there. But I've seen pictures of people coming through here on kayak. It's pretty awesome. Just from underneath, you can see it's not the biggest one. It looks like there's a trail. It probably goes up on top. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I like it. Oh, maybe that's actually part of the trail where you start from, come down from. Here's a pretty good view. Get a different angle of it. Maybe that trail might actually go up on top and look down. I might actually do that then. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this little side trail. I think it's how the loop actually goes. I'm gonna see if I can get up on top and look down from this. Actually pretty good shot. I think I got actually enough out of this place I could. I didn't go to the top. The trail didn't look like it went off into a different direction, so I'll do this one last time. So we head out of here and head back home. Just to let you know, this place wasn't easy to find. Google dropped me about 4 miles from where you're supposed to be. But all trails took me up another 4 miles. You'll come to a little turnoff right there. There is a sign there. And that will pull you into this parking lot. And if you see that sign, you're right where you need to be. So if you found yourself liking this video, please like, share, subscribe. There's more videos on the channel, more on the way. Till next time, keep on hiking.